What is good, guys? Daniel Savage here, six-figure teacher, trader, and mentor. So we are currently live right now. We are 10 lots on this sell right here on gold, guys. As you can see, I'm gonna switch here to my settings really quick, just so I can show you guys it is a live account, real. The demo does show a green symbol, so you know we are just full of real shit over here, man. No demo shit like most people here. So I do want to talk about a few things. I get questioned a lot. You know, I get questioned every single day, you know, all these same questions, you know, how do you become consistent? You know, how do you become profitable? What was your amount? Like, how do you deal with emotions? You know, how do you deal with losses? So, you know, I'm just going to answer the basic questions people are always asking me. So let's start about being consistent. Well, it's very, very hard to be consistent if you're being lazy with your strategy. Like, let's say, for example, you buy my course, my bundle, and I teach you exactly how I trade. So if I'm making tens of thousands of dollars in these markets and you're not, is because it's pretty obvious you're not putting in any work. You know, one whole entire year could make up for 5 years of slack. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yo, if you're not putting if you're not putting your everything into, you know, practicing and studying and, you know, just basically, you know, applying what you're learning, then there's no way you're gonna be consistent. There's no way you're gonna be able to make, you know, there's no way to make money. It's gonna be impossible because you're not taking it serious. And if you don't take it serious, how are you supposed to make money? You know what I'm saying? So honestly, you gotta look at this like a job. You know, take 30 minutes, 1 hour a day, put it on the charts, you know, look, go back test, you know, study, write notes, get a notebook. You know, what I like to do is, you know, like, let's say, for example, with gold, you know, I'll go and I'll back test the whole entire year. You know, I'll write down things like, okay, gold is very volatile between, you know, 7 and 10 in the morning. You know, all the good setups are around 6 and, you know, 10 in the morning. You know, I'll write those things down. Like, okay, these 30 pip, 40 pip moves happen at this time at night. You know, the good setups after, you know, in the afternoon are between 7 and 9. You know, I'll write those things down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll write them down, you know? So, I mean, that's one big thing that I do. I back test a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when I have nothing to do, like, that's what I do. You know, some people don't like to do that. And the thing is, if you're not putting your everything into the charts, I mean, how are you supposed to expect, like, the charts to give you everything? You know what I mean? Like, we're in here to make money. You know, and you're not gonna make money being lazy. So you guys gotta start putting in the work. If not, like, you're just never gonna make it. Like, that's just the hardcore, you know, cold truth. Like, you'll never make it in this industry if you're not putting in the work. And putting in the work means you're gonna have to stay up all night sometimes if you have to. You know, studying, back testing, you know, taking notes, you know, just going over those videos that you went over 2 or 3 times, man. You got to go over that video a million times until it starts clicking. You know what I'm saying? So that's a pretty good way to be consistent. You know what I'm saying? And emotions, how do I handle emotions? Honestly, I don't have emotions when I'm trading because I'm very, very focused. You know, I'm very focused on what I'm seeing. I'm very focused on what I'm doing, what I'm trading. You know, I'm very focused. I feel like the only way you can become emotional is if you are either over leveraging, not sticking to your trading plan, or over trading, chasing trades. I mean, that's the only way, in my opinion, you can become emotional because, you know, let's say, for example, we have a $100 account and we're just risking $1. And we lose. I mean, you're not gonna feel anything. Why? Because it's just $1. You still have 99 more dollars, which means you have 99 more tries in order to blow that account. So I mean, losing $1 or $2 is not gonna affect you. And that's what people do. A lot of people, like 90% of traders, all they do is over leverage. They over leverage and they risk more than what they can. You know, they'll risk 30, 40, 50% of their account on one single trade. And it's like, if you can't manage a $100 account, you'll never be able to manage a $1,000 account. And if you can't manage a $1,000 account, you'll never be able to manage a $10, $20, $30, $40,000 account. You know, you only make money when you're very disciplined. The money just follows at this point. You know what I'm saying? Me, I look at trading like a game. You know, I'm a Capricorn. You know, I've always been a perfectionist. Everything that I do, I always feel like I need to be perfect at it. And that's why I love trading, because I love winning and I love money. So, I mean, I put 2 and 2 together, and guess what? I'm a Forex trader and I'm very successful at it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't always, but, you know, once I started putting 2 and 2 together, you know, that's when I started becoming profitable. You know, which is being patient, being disciplined, and, you know, not chasing everything. You know what I mean? Like, I just let the trades come to me. You know, I apply my skill set, and my skill set makes me money when I apply it with patience and discipline and real good risk management. So that's why I'm very profitable. You know what I'm saying? So another question that I ask is, how much money did I invest? How much the money did I start with in order to get where I'm at? Well, that question, I get it asked every single day, and that question is very like stupid. Like I know people who have started with $20,000 and $50,000 and they have blown it. You know what I'm saying? In this industry, you can start with just $100 and you can flip that. You know what I mean? Like, I know people that can turn $100 into $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 in 1 month. It's not impossible. We're in an industry where these markets can make you tens of thousands of dollars, you know, a day. You know what I'm saying? That same trade that you could have took risking $1 and risking $10,000, it's gonna go one way or the other. Either way, whether it's risking $1 or risking $1 million, it's still gonna go the same way. So I mean, you're in a market where basically it's all psychology, in my opinion, 100%. You can tell me different, but that's just me. You know what I'm saying? You can start with whatever amount. It honestly doesn't matter. The more capital, the better. But I wouldn't start with more capital if you're not experienced. And becoming experienced, like I said, it takes a lot of time when it comes to back testing, studying, applying the knowledge, you know, and actually, you know, treating this like a job, you know, treating this like school. You know, you got to give it everything. If not, you're never going to make it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's what you guys got to do. So don't think about the deposits, because that can discourage you. You know, it really can discourage you. I started with $100 and I lost it. You know what I'm saying? I lost a lot more than, you know, and then I was winning for like 2 years until I started, you know, really doing what I needed to do, which was being disciplined, being very, very patient, and using risk management. Because like I said, you know, you can't blow an account if you're risking 1 to 3%. Like, you'd have to lose a lot. And, you know, a lot of you guys are really good traders. You guys just don't believe in yourselves yet. So that's why you guys are not at where you want to be at right now, you know? So another question that I get asked a lot is, how do I deal with losses? And that comes back to the same thing. I don't let my losses define me, just because, like, if I let my losses define me and I let my losses make me feel like loser, the next time I get into a trade, or the next time I'm analyzing, or the next time, you know, I'm doing anything, I just feel like I'm gonna feel like a loser, and then of course I'm not gonna win. You know what I'm saying? So I don't let my losses define me. If I lose, I lose. You know, it wasn't my trade. You know, but I win a lot more than I lose, just because I'm confident in my setups, and I've studied a lot, and, you know, I've mastered my strategy. You know, so I win a lot more than I lose. But when I do lose, I don't get emotional. I don't get sad, just because, like, I risk a certain amount of money where I feel like, okay, if I lose it, fuck it. You know what I mean? Either way, you know, I'm gonna make it back, and that's the thing. I don't trade trying to make back my losses. I just let my losses, you know, regain themselves. Like, I let my wins, you know, make up for my losses. You know, I do that. You know what I'm saying? So currently right now on the trade, we are exactly about $560 right now in profit. You know, we're still doing pretty good. And more than anything, people always ask me, like, why do you scalp? I mean, I scalp just because I like being in and out quick, you know, and I do leave a lot of money on the table all the time, but that's just me. You know, I like scalping. You know, I like making my money quick and easy. Boom. That's just me. I've always liked it. So, you know, I developed my strategy in a way where I can either swing trade, I can intraday trade, where I can hold them for days, I can hold them for hours, I can hold them for weeks, or I can just hold them for a few minutes and make, you know, a lot of money. But in my opinion, I love scalping a lot more, just because I like seeing more blues. You know, I like making like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, you know, in just one single trade in like 1 hour. Like, I like doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. You know, they add up a lot. You know, you do 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 scalps in 1 week, where you get at least 3 or 4 or 5K. You know, that adds up. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the type of trader I am. I'm a scalper. I did intraday most of my trading career, but I have found that, you know, scalping has made me a lot more successful. So I will be sticking to it. Why? Because it makes me money. So I like to do what makes me money. Even if I don't want to do it, I will do it anyways, just because it makes me money, and we're here to make money. You know what I'm saying? So another question that I get asked a lot is, how was I able to become successful having people doubt me? Well, honestly, it just through threw gasoline into the fire, man. Oh, we're 10 minutes into this video. You know, it just threw gas in the fire, man. I fed off of it. You know, I always wanted to prove people wrong. You know, I had a mission. I was like, okay, you doubted me, I'm gonna show you who you doubted one day. You know, I had a mission, man. You know, at the end of the day, I did do it for myself just because I know nobody was gonna do it for me. You know, I didn't have my parents growing up, so I mean, you know, I had no support. You know, the only support I had was me and, you know, man upstairs. You know, I didn't really have any support. So at the end of the day, I was just doing it for myself. But it does feel nice to show people like, hey, look, I got a Rolex, I got a McLaren, I make 6 figures in a month. You know, I love doing that sometimes to the people who doubted me. But anyways, I don't really do that because that's just like, it's kind of fucked up. And, you know, it was cool doing it in the beginning, but like now it's just like, you know, now I just want to help people. I want to treat people like, hey, look, man, you doubted me and everything, but you know what? I'm here to help you. You know what I mean? So, I mean, honestly, another question I get asked a lot is, how did the money change you? And honestly, like, it didn't really change me in a way that kind of made it bad. It honestly made me more humble. It, you know, it taught me how to, you know, be more humble, and, you know, it just changed me for the better. You know, this money has changed me for the better, and honestly, I'm so blessed because, you know, I'm very young. You know, I feel like I have my life set already. You know, maybe it's too early to say that, but, you know, I do have a skill set where I can, you know, support myself. You know, in 1 month I can make enough money to support at least 4 or 5 months of my bills, sometimes even more. So I'm pretty blessed, man. You know, so that's just something that, you know, nobody can take away from me, my skill set. You know, you can take everything away from me, but you can't take away what's up here. You know, just a quick little update. We are $740 in profit right now. And yeah, guys, that's just one of the main reasons, you know, I'm a really good trader, man, because, you know, like, I'm very disciplined. I'm very, you know, very big on being patient. You know, every time I'm gonna get into a trade, you know, I look at it like, okay, if I'm 1 pip early, I will lose. You know, I have my brain literally brainwashed to think I will lose every single time if I'm not following my trading plan. You know what I'm saying? So that's what a lot of you guys need to start doing, is you guys need to start, you know, creating and developing a trading plan, so that way you guys can go by it and you guys can see, like, hey, look, you know, if this trading plan has made me money, okay, cool, stick to it. You know, not all your trading plans will make you $1 million in a week. So that's one thing that you guys need to get out of your head, is trying to be a millionaire overnight on a $100 account. It doesn't happen. You can't even become a millionaire overnight with a $20,000 account. It doesn't happen. So you guys need to start being realistic with your money and your trading. So that's very, very big, and that's something that you guys need to start doing. So I'm just gonna cut this video right now, and then I'll come back when I'm done with the results on this trade. So currently right now we are exactly $830 in profit. So let's ride this thing out, man, and hopefully we can make at least $2,000-3,000. That'd be lovely. As you guys can see, I'm chilling, I'm in my room, I'm sitting at my desk, you know, I'm just listening to some good music, and, you know, I'm not doing anything hard. I'm not doing any hard labor. I'm just chilling, doing what I'm doing, letting my trade play out, making money, you know, watching some YouTube videos, looking at my phone. Like, I'm just chilling, man. You know, this is my life, and I love this life, and I just want to do this forever. You know what I'm saying? Teach, make money, trade, have fun, and, you know, just live my life, man. So anyways, guys, trade is looking good. Before I cut this video, I just want to show you where we're at. Currently we are exactly $950 in profit, $930 in profit, $1,130 in profit. So I mean, the trade is looking good, guys. Like I said, I do have a really good skill set. I've mastered this skill set. It's taken me years and years to develop and master, so that way I can teach it. So, you know, one thing I do tell a lot of students is, you know, I went through all that drama. I went through all of this, so that way I can, you know, do it for you guys. You know, I did it so that way you guys wouldn't have to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm blessed to have, you know, a lot of traders, you know, a lot of students under me who are learning from me, making, you know, hundreds of dollars a day. I have over 20-30 students that made, you know, $1,000, you know, between $500 and $1,000 daily. So that's amazing, you know. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna cut it and I'll come back with the end of the results. What's good, guys? Daniel Savage. So I'm back with the results, man. We were able to capitalize on $1,200. As you guys can see, we did withdraw $1. There were some fundamentals that did come out, so I did close that trade earlier. yeah, it's basically nothing more I can say after that, man. Trading, you know, like I said, guys, you know, it's a skill, man. So look at it like something that you need to master. You know, with practice and a lot of patience, it will come to you, will click. So, you know, don't get discouraged, man. You know, I just made $1,200 just sitting in my chair in my room chilling. You know what I'm saying? So guys, don't get discouraged, man. You know, just put everything you've got into this and, you know, make it a lifestyle, man. Daniel Savage, and I'm out.